Bolowa, South region of Cameroon, played host to a series of workshops organized by the United Nations Center for Human Rights and Democracy in Central Africa. The first workshop that took place from the 1st to the 2nd of December 2025 regrouped media professionals and civil society organizations with the aim of sharing best practices and lessons learned after the October 12 presidential election.
The center trained hundreds of media professionals and civil society organizations and worked with them to monitor human rights during elections. It was just normal practice to gather them so that we can share experiences, get the best practices and the lessons learned from their engagement in the 2025 presidential elections. And these good practices and best lessons learned are also aimed at preparing their engagement during the local elections, the local and parliamentary elections.
During the two-day capitalization session, the 45 participants selected from the country's 10 regions were highlighted on some key issues that made the just-ended election crucial, such as the engagement of youth and the diaspora, the influence of digitalization, and calls for electoral reforms. The Cameroon Human Rights Commission, convened at this session, had also a great role to play in discussions.
It was very important for us to insist on the need to respect some principles that are deontological and ethical for journalists to do their work as expected from them. And as the representative of the Human Rights Commission, I was very impressed because here in the hall, so many stressed not only on problems that they saw on the field, but also acknowledged and recognized that so much was done so that the process should be conducted in the best way. And it was very important to note that all stakeholders were d'accord on the fact that the electoral board played its role, even though some noted that there were some actors that by what they were saying, relaying through media and even in the society, what they were saying led to many surges, and that were also cause of human rights violations.
In group discussions aimed at fostering a spirit of collaboration amongst the participants, relevant recommendations such as sharing of information and the setting up of a strong CSO media network was brought out. They also agreed on means to better tackle hate speech, fake news, and misinformation that negatively affect the electoral process. At the end of the workshop, media practitioners praised this initiative, which, according to these participants, has helped in enhancing their skills ahead of upcoming local elections.
Being together with CSOs, we realized that it is impossible to work as a single entity, and that there is always going to be need for collaboration. And I'm leaving this training today with more tools to boost my collaboration skills and means of interacting and cross-sourcing with other stakeholders, not just for elections, but in other spheres of my journalism practice.
After today, I'm going back as a better informed human rights reporter, so that in the upcoming elections, I should do better than I did during the last one, after learning from the experiences of others and also teaching others what I did during the elections.
Just after this session, the second workshop, organized from the 4th to the 5th of December 2025, brought together forces of other civil society organizations and the media. Here also, several strategical issues were discussed and another series of strong recommendations were adopted. Despite the numerous challenges and stakes outlined during discussions, the key actors concerned in the election agree on how to work in synergy for positive outcomes.